We've got a highly anticipated conference matchup made more compelling because both teams come in ranked in the top 25. This is going to be fun. Welcome to the home of the Utah Utes, Rice-Eccles Stadium in Salt Lake City. And we'll see the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the Utah Utes. For EA Sports, I'm Chris Fowler, joined in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get this thing going. And the Utes will kick this away to get us going. And it's fielded. Can the returner make something happen here? And the coverage team gets him down. Not much gained on that return. The Cougars offense will be the first up today. Well, Kirk, no surprise. You get these two teams on the field, and it's tight and competitive right to the finish.
Well, Chris, the last time these two teams met, remember, it came down to the wire, the very final few minutes. Sure hope we get another one like that today.
To the air, it's Bachmeier. Short connection to the tight end here. They stopped the receiver, but that's a solid gain on that play. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. He's tackled short of the 30, but that's good enough for a first down.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Offense getting set. Second down play here. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Here's a throw underneath to the tight end. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid gain, getting closer to midfield now.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback, then he gets it down.
Now here he goes. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Boy, a huge play by this offense. A good throw, a nice accurate throw. But I think it's the run after the catch that really impresses me. And early in this game, you got to think they're going to continue to go back to him until this defense shows that they can slow him down.
They bring him down, but the freshman quarterback showing off the arm strength.
How about the arm strength from this quarterback? He really didn't have any other option than to put it right in there and give it everything that he had. Great timing and a good job of squeezing that in between the defenders.
Here's the handoff on first and goal. Able to fight for a decent gain here in that running play.
A pretty good push up front here by this offense line to get some positive yards here. You wonder if they're going to be able to run it in.
And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
What an opening drive by this offense, and especially this running back. Every single time they gave him the ball, he's getting positive yards behind that big offensive line. And if I'm the defensive coordinator, you better make some adjustments and do it in a hurry. You got to get more guys committed to the line of scrimmage to stop this run game.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. So the Utah Utes offense out there for their first possession. And each offense features a star tight end. Kirk, what an elite matchup of guys who can really hurt defenses in a variety of ways.
When was the last time we did a game where we were excited to watch two tight ends from opposing teams go against each other? But that's what we have today. Both of these guys are elite at their position. Both want to have bragging rights that they're the best in the country. Let's see who can be showcased better today. Hat on a hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
It's a quarterback keeper. And they'll stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Now they go with the option, and they didn't fool the defense at all. You know, this defense has worked all week on defending the option and being fundamentally sound. That time, really good job with assignment football. Nowhere to go in a very short game.
Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They make the stop just short of the marker. It's going to be fourth down and inches to go.
Well, they're going to come up short of the sticks here, and we got a tough decision at this point in the football game for the head coach. What will they do now on fourth down?
No fair catch, looking to return this punt. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. offense back out on the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? Graham down the middle. It's Martin. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Short completion there. Second down coming up. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. Pulls it in. It's Martin. Breaks loose at the 45. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there. So the ball placed right at midfield as the offense starts with a 1st and 10. They keep him guessing with a run. They pick up 4, so 2nd down and 6 coming up. Well, Kirk, you played in plenty of rivalry games. How do they feel different from the others?
Well, Chris, rivalry games, and depending on who the coach is, this is a game you think about all year. You know, you're working out in the weight room. You're doing drills, and some are 2-a-days. Everything is focused on getting to this game and playing your very best. The key on a drag route is to put the ball out in front of the wide receiver to give him a chance to do what he just did. Pick up some valuable yards after the catch.
And the Cougars look to keep this drive moving. Caught quickly. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
How many first downs is that on this drive? This defense allows 1 or 2 more drives like this, and they're going to be gassed by the 3rd quarter.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Caught over the middle. It's Ryan. The defense scoops it up. They bring him down, but a heads-up play to scoop up the fumble and make 1st down yardage.
Well, that's why you do ball security drills almost every single day in practice. You just can't put the ball on the turf like that. But give credit to the defender for the hit, because that's what caused the fumble.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. They test the middle to get stuffed. That run goes nowhere. 2nd down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback keeps the football. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Boy, the options dried up quickly for the quarterback here. Very, very fortunate he was somehow able to get back to the line of scrimmage.
To throw, it's Dampier. Receiver makes the catch. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. The Utes will bring their punt team onto the field. Money comes for his 2nd punt of the game. We'll see what he can do with the return. Oh, and he's got a crease here. Look out. And he's going to finally head out of bounds, but talk about flipping the field and setting up his offense in tremendous field position. 1st and goal here for the offense. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. Motors all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Brigham Young.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
And they tack on the extra point.
14, Utah 0.
So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking for the wide out. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. And he's brought down, but he does have enough for the 1st down.
The defense spreads all over the field playing zone, trying to make this quarterback make a mistake by throwing it into coverage. But he finds the soft spot on the curl and picks up a 1st down.
Defense will make the stop of what will probably be the final play of this opening quarter.
Brings up 2nd down.
And it's BYU in the lead. They jumped out to an early lead in that opening period. Let's take a quick look at the stats so far. And as we flip the field and begin quarter number 2, we'll see if they can continue to build this lead. Offense getting set for a 2nd down here to begin the quarter. Looking downfield, it's Dampier. And it's incomplete on the overthrow. Just too much on that ball. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
The defense stops him short of the marker in that screen. 4th down coming up. And the Utes will line up to punt it away. He's on to boot it away now. And off the bounce, that punt will roll out of bounds. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Of course, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Dropping back, they're going to throw for the 1st down. Finds his man. Brought down very quickly. Not much to show for that completion. And the Cougars will line up to boot it away. That's the first punt today for the offense. And the coverage team pins him in and brings him down. And the Utes offense takes the field. They came up empty on the last possession, forced to punt it away. Can they begin to click now? On the run, it's Parker. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Makes the throw across the middle of the field. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
Personal foul gives the offense a fresh set of downs. The offense moves into the red zone now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. Again, thrown out of the RPO, and it's complete. They bring him down quickly, a short pitch and catch to get a little bit closer to the marker. So down here in the red zone, every yard tough to find. Here is a crucial play coming up. The quarterback keeps it on the option. He's brought down at the 6. The offense will have 1st and goal right there. The Utes will line up now. It's 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, another short game for this offense on the ground, and you got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
Well, they get closer, but now they line up on 3rd and goal from the 1. Trying to convert with a sneak.
Well, great stop here by this defense to bring us to 4th down and decision time for the head coach. You go the easy route with a field goal, or this close to the goal line, you take a chance to try to get that touchdown.
Knocks that one right down the middle.
Chris, they get the 3 points, but looking back at it, 4th and inches. Pretty conservative call there. I really thought they would have gone for it.
And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. On the ground, it's Martin. And they try the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Now, you see this with a lot of backs. There's a tendency to want to try to bounce it to the outside. Now, sometimes the play calls for it, but you know the coaches are telling them to follow the blockers and execute the plan.
Catch made on the right side. Brought down at the 28, and that's good enough for a 1st down. The Cougars come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Makes a quick catch. It's the 2-minute timeout. We've got a blowout developing here. Second down play coming up. From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down. This is becoming a productive drive, a first down at the 47. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The receiver makes the catch. Defense surrounds him, just a short gain on that completion.
Well, you could tell the quarterback knew exactly what he wanted to do with the football. He was going to that in route no matter what. He hits it for a nice gain.
Catch made over the middle. They get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Here we go, 3rd and short on the 7th play of this drive. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And it's incomplete on a very quick throw.
On 3rd and short, the offensive coordinator has his entire playbook open. You could run it or you could throw it. Either one's available. They chose to go through the air here. They're just not able to hit it.
Bringing pressure. Took contact on the throw. Grab down the middle. It's Roberts. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35.
Boy, the defense was in the right coverage here. Looked like they had exactly what they wanted to be able to come up with a stop here on 4th down. But there's the timing between a quarterback and the receiver. They knew exactly where they needed to go. Great timing and a first down.
Short pass finds the tight end. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play. And the long drive continues. The offense just grinding away here. To throw, it's Bachmeier. It's complete. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the receiver snags it. It's complete. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Looking right, this one caught. The tackle is made, but the offense is now set up with a 1st and goal from the 8.
Man, Chris, everything seems to be clicking for this offense. And if they can keep this up through all 4 quarters, it could get really ugly by the 4th.
And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. So getting nothing on first down makes it 2nd and goal from the 8. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught near the goal line. And he's in. Touchdown, BYU.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. So they start the drive looking for some late fireworks here. Less than 30 seconds before halftime. On 1st and 10, look at the throw. That one falls incomplete. Good defensive play. Brings up 2nd down.
Chris, I thought he had his hands on that football. I thought he was going to come down with it. But give the defense all the credit with a big hit to knock that ball loose.
Gonna run it. It's Parker. Stout defense there. It's a 3-yard loss on that run.
I tell you, this defense continues to just be physical at the line of scrimmage. Offense can't do anything on the ground, and by doing that, this defense is allowing their defensive front to get pressure on the quarterback. Every time they drop back to throw, they become a one-dimensional offense.
The minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Cougars will kick this away to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. And the Utah offense takes the field. After falling way behind in the first half, they need to find a spark right now to cut into this big lead. They'll tackle him right at the 31.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Quick throw, the catch is made. And he's brought down, but there is a flag on the field. Let's check out this call.
Pass interference. Offense.
Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Second down after that previous play. Back to pass. It's Dampier. Quick throw complete to the tight end. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Urgency now for the offense that hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. And he'll drop back here on third down. Caught by the receiver. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense. And the Utes will have to punt this one away. Looking to flip the field here. And the coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. Play action here on first down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. And that'll put him over 150 yards today, Kirk. He is putting on a show on this big stage.
How great is this? On this stage, as you mentioned, Chris, just playing his best game. He's been in sync with his receivers. Back there, has time to throw. Just having a dream performance. You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes them block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. That completion makes it second and medium. You snap it, quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Ryan. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Short throw complete to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that and be able to pick up nice big gains like this. Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On first down, it's play action. Makes the grab. Can he get there? And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Using his legs, it's Martin. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal. And the Cougars looking to finish the drive here. It's 1st and goal. First and goal, handoff. Nothing doing there. They're still 2 yards from the end zone.
Well, that's an excellent effort here by this defense, staying in their run fits. They holding their own at the line and making the tackle. The offense just couldn't get enough of a push.
Touchdown, Brigham Young. They continue to roll up the score. Kirk, you don't have to be that creative, do you? The running back simply cannot be stopped. It's another touchdown for him.
Chris, he's scoring all these touchdowns, but it's really as much about the offensive line as it is anything. How about the holes that he's running through right now to give him a chance to get out into space to show you what he can do as a back? But he'll be the first one to tell you, I'm sure, after the game, the job this offensive line did.
And the first play of the drive now from the 25. They start the drive with a quick throw to the right side. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Boy, wide receiver screen can be hit or miss. Either receiver finds a nice crease and picks up big yards, or the defense completely negates that. The team speed from the defense here wins that play.
Grab down the middle. It's Bentley. They bring him down, but he makes the 40-yard line. That's a solid gain.
Boy, if I'm the defensive coordinator, you can't leave the middle of the field that wide open. Makes it so easy for the quarterback to read and recognize and get the ball out of his hands for a first down.
1st and 10 now. Clock running. Final minute of the quarter. Back to throw. It's Dampier. And that pass is incomplete. No idea who he was trying to throw it to.
Greatest show on earth, baby. Let's go.
That play makes it 2nd and 10. Quarterback still with the football. Gets into space at the 50. Brought down, it crosses midfield at a 46.
And that's what he likes to do. He knows he's a weapon out there, not just with his arm, but when he can pull it down on an option like this and pick up a big chunk of yards, it can leave any defense with their head spinning.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. He's got the first and still going. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. On the run, going to heave it downfield. Defense breaks it up. Nice play. Incomplete.
What a play by this defender to step in and swat that deep ball away.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught over the middle. It's Davis. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
One thing we know for sure, I don't know as a play caller, you can make that call without a quarterback who can throw it with a big arm. He put that on a rope.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. BYU has the lead here, Kurt. So after 3 quarters of play, it's a pretty solid lead. Let's take a look at our game stats, how we got here. And now entering the final period of play, is there an epic comeback in store? We're going to find out. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a 1st down play. Back to pass. It's Dampier. The receiver makes the grab. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Finally, good for them. They come up with a big play like this. Let's face it, offense has been at a premium for these guys. You wonder where plays like this have been all game long.
1st down, we're going to throw the ball. Caught behind the line. It's Parker. That play is blown up. Defense makes the tackle in the backfield.
Boy, just a great job here by this defense, sniffing out the screen. They were not fooled at all. He caught that ball. He had nowhere to go, and it's a loss of yardage.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Could cannot get there on the scramble, short of the marker, and now a 4th down decision coming up. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field, trying to chip away at this lead. 4th down, he's throwing for it. No, they've stopped him short. The defense with a big 4th down play to protect this lead late in the game. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They take the field with serious momentum. They have been tough to stop so far. Can they keep it going? Short completion of the tight end.
That's a good job here, staying ahead of the chains. Good pickup here on 1st down. The quarterback hits the safety valve that time. The big tight end. That'll bring up a 2nd and manageable here for this offense.
Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
He's past the marker and still going. That's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28. BYU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Working clock with the ground game. Breaks loose at the 40. He's brought down, but what a pickup on the ground.
Chris, that's another good run for him. He's had such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
So the offense with the 1st and 10 now, the football placed exactly at midfield. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion. Now it's 2nd down here. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. And they get the completion. Tackle, but 1st down.
You know, they've got a lead here late in the game, and the play calling, I think, shows you how much confidence they have in this quarterback. He's had a pretty clean game today, and this decision to still throw the ball with the lead shows you that they believe he's going to make the right decisions and make accurate throws.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Looking for his back. Oh, and it's incomplete. It was right in his hands, and he dropped it. Now this is the 8th play on this drive. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Moves the ball to the 28. It'll be 1st down. That completion good for a 1st down. The offense working with a new set of downs here. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Has the 1st down and more. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be 1st down from the 14. And a player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. Defense cannot get off the field. The long drive continues. Quick pass, the catch is made. He's tackled, but down at the 9-yard line. Defense getting pushed around.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. And it's incomplete, targeting a man right near the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Crucial 3rd down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or will they have to settle for 3? Brought down at the 3-yard line, but this offense now has a 1st down and goal right there. The Cougars will line up here on 1st down and goal. 1st and goal, they'll try to run it in. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss. Backed up to the 5-yard line now for 2nd and goal. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Finds an open target on the left side. Brought down, but the catch moves the ball all the way down to the 1.
Well, that completion gets him a little closer. Quick decisions needed here, especially with 3rd down coming up.
They break the huddle for 3rd down and goal. Can they punch it in from the 1? And it's the tight end trying to power for the 1st down. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, BYU.
Number
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about, whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line. The entire unit has been dominant.
And he knocks through the PAT.
35, Utah 3.
Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. The shotgun running play call. Got the first down and still motoring. Brought down, but it's past the line to gain. It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing.
Chris, overall, it's been a tough day for this offense, but especially for this running back. Just not able to find any kind of traction at all. And it's made this offense somewhat one-dimensional, and a large reason they're trailing in the 4th quarter.
And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
Chris, as this clock winds down, it has been a rough day for this offense. Just unable to get anything going. You hope they're able to go back, look at the film, try to learn from the mistakes, and come out the next week looking much better than they did today.
They bring him down with the junior quarterback showing off the cannon. The Utes begin a new series here, 1st and 10. To the air, it's Dampier. Looks to the left, pass caught. Gets some space around the 30. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, Utes.
I love the fact they didn't give up today. This has not been a great game for them, but the fact that they're still fighting late says a lot about the character of this football team.
Automatic on the PAT. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. The defense still has 3 timeouts remaining. We're hoping they decide not to use them. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Timeout is taken, just 2 seconds left on the clock. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Lets it go quickly. They took one last extra shot, but time runs out on this one. Well, this was a stunner. It's going to resonate around the college football landscape, Kirk. This lower-ranked team came in here and said, give us some respect, and they went out and earned it.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this is a bit of a shocker to me, just to be able to see this team get run all over the field the entire game. Just didn't show up. I don't know what happened during the week with the preparation, but this blowout, I think, surprised a lot of people around the country.
And that is going to do it. We enjoyed being here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Key narration volume set to 100. Menu narration option is set to off. Menu narration option is set to off. Narration volume set to 100.